very excited for this video because in this one, I'm going to be telling y'all the real vehicles that my characters' designs were inspired off of. Now, I am an absolute vehicle, pretty much truck and SUV fanatic, so this has been a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. One of y'all actually left a comment and you asked, hey, what type of truck is Joel supposed to look like? You know, what type of truck is he? And I was like, oh yes! So I was very excited to answer that question. So I'm gonna be showing y'all all my vehicle characters today. Let's get into it and start off with Joel. Joel McDunphy was inspired off of a Ford Super Duty F-250, specifically a 2017 XLT. Now, as you can see, there are some similarities mostly in the grille and on the tailgate. Joel has the same C shape in his headlight as the Ford does, and some similar lines in the grille. On the back, Joel has a chrome plate that runs across his tailgate, which is actually inspired from Ford's Platinum package. Joel and JJ are the only two characters in my series that don't have taillights. When the books first started, Joel was actually supposed to be a mix of a Ford and a Ram. I don't know where that came from, but he had the same grille as a Ram and the body of a Ford. But one day, by mistake, the middle bar, you see that goes horizontally? I drew it a little crookedly, and it looked like he was smiling. So over the years, I got rid of the bars completely, and now it's just his mouth. At first, my characters were supposed to be extremely realistic vehicles. They didn't have eyes or mouths and could only beep and honk to communicate. But as the years went on, things evolved and they became more humanized. But there's many situations where I mistakenly discovered a smile, or a nose let's just say, in the vehicle's grills, such as what happened with Joel. Russell, Sandy, and Jack are great examples of that. Joel is also the only vehicle that actually goes against the faces that I see in trucks. In this picture of the F-250, it looks like the Ford logo is the nose, and the bumper is the mouth. But with Joel, because I accidentally discovered his mouth, it goes against the usual rule of thumb I follow when I see faces in my vehicles. But I love the way it looks and makes him look really unique. Next, we have Sandy McDunphy, who was inspired off of a two-door Jeep Wrangler JL, 2018 Rubicon. I've always been obsessed with Jeeps if y'all are longtime viewers, and Sandy was the first vehicle character created in the series and was based off of my dream car. The main similarities you'll see here are the grille and the fenders, also the big mirrors. Jeeps have 7 bars for all the 7 continents in their grille, but Sandy only has 6, because she's not a Jeep. But as you can see, the Wrangler has really big exaggerated fender flares. I love how they looked on Sandy, so I added the wide fender look to all my vehicle characters. There are also some similarities on the back side, such as the spare tire, taillights, and the black hardtop. Sandy's a tough girl who loves to off-road and be outside. She's not afraid of much and can tackle pretty much any terrain, just like the Jeep she was inspired by. Now, Sheriff Russell Tacoma's look was motivated off of a third-generation TRD Sport Toyota Tacoma. Russell has a good number of similarities. You can see the shape of his bumper, his nose, grille shape, fog lights, and a few other details. I've always loved how some of the Toyotas have the half-black paint-colored mirrors, half-body-colored, so I had to include that little detail. My brother Luke's dream truck was a dark blue Toyota Tacoma, and I originally just drew a picture of Luke's dream truck alive, but I loved how the design looked so much, Russell became a character. My brother Luke has a lot to do with my characters and story development. Russell was also one of the characters who didn't have a mouth, but could still talk. It was very odd, but crazy to look back on in those developmental days. And pretty funny, too. Joel Thomas Coleman, JT for short, much like Sandy, was inspired off of a Jeep. JT was inspired off of a 1995 Jeep Wrangler YJ, the first generation of Wranglers. JT is actually the oldest vehicle model out of all my characters. But their year and generation has nothing to do with their actual age. If it did, that would mean Joel is only 8 years old. Now JT, like Sandy, has a lot of similarities with his grille and fenders. JT's bars, however, are a little bit longer than Sandy's, which are more feminine and petite. JT also has body-colored mirrors, a bumper, and fenders, while Sandy has a lot more of that black plastic. I actually have owned a YJ, if y'all remember, that was the same year as JT. It was very similar, but mine was black and not a light gray. JT was not inspired off of my Jeep, but a different Jeep who lived down the road. I had never seen a YJ before, and I just loved the squared off look. And I feel like the square headlights really fit JT's personality. Lastly, in this video, we have Bart. In the next video, I will be talking about Sandy and Joel's 4 sons and the trucks that they were inspired off of. Bart was inspired off of a 2500 heavy-duty high country Chevy. No, I'm not, let's just say, Chevy's #1 fan, so I had to make the bad guy a Chevrolet. Bart actually does have a lot of similarities with the truck. You can see his headlight-shaped grille, lights on the mirrors, and the bar in the middle with his nose. On the rear, too, his taillight design is very similar to that on the actual truck. Bart is the biggest truck out of all of them and is definitely pretty intimidating looking. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope you found it fun and somewhat entertaining and interesting to see what vehicles that my characters' designs are inspired off of. So I want to thank y'all so much for clicking on my video today. And I just can't believe Jack's Past is at 43,000 views. I just can't believe it. It's crazy. Imagine filling a room with that many people who thought my thumbnail was somewhat interesting enough to click on it and maybe even watch my video. So I'm so excited about that. And I want to thank y'all so much and for all your comments and shares and likes and everything. And I love your comments too. Y'all are so sweet and so nice. Like someone the other day was saying hi to all my characters and I just love that. And they were just saying hi to me, so hi! I mean, y'all get to see me, but I don't get to see y'all, so I hope y'all are having a very good day, and just thank you so much for all your support. It means the world to me, so thank y'all for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the bell as well, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.